It brings me such joy to see you all here today. We have 11 speakers who are surprisingly cool cucumbers back there. I thought they'd be nervous, but they're just like ready to go. We've got a great lineup for you tonight. Our speakers have been rehearsing for months, and they're very eager to share the stories that they've been working on. But before I do that, how many of you here are part of Admitted Students Day? You want to be part of a university that does this kind of cool stuff, right? So anyway, let me introduce myself first. My name is Tuan, and during the day, I serve as the proud dean of the College of Education here at the University of Washington. But for tonight, I'm your MC for the event. Okay, so let's get our show started. Please join me now in doing an acknowledgement of the land upon which we are standing. We are on the traditional land of the Coast Salish people, which touches the shared waters of all tribes and bands within the Suquamish, Tulalip, and Muckleshoot nations. And we honor with gratitude the land and our ongoing commitments to its people. The University of Washington and the College of Education take our responsibilities to tribal communities in this state and in the nation very seriously, and I'm very grateful to be on these lands. Okay. So my job is to set up the evening for you so that you know what's about to happen. And so on that note, let me share a little bit about the inspiration for EduTalks. 10 years ago, I stepped into my role as dean, and I had the privilege of meeting one-on-one with every single faculty member in the college. And I was so just struck by the passion that every person shared and spoke when they talked about the work that matters to them. I had had experience at my prior institution putting on a TEDx, and this kind of idea started just to bubble in my head that, we could do something like this, right? We could put on our version of a TEDx, and it would be a great way to kind of bring our community together, but also an easy party to invite other people to come to. So thus was born EduTalks. Our format, though, is a little bit different from TED Talks. We do have our rug, which usually lives in my house with my cats during other days of the year, right? But rather than 20-minute talks or however long TED Talks go, we thought, let's make it 5 minutes. And let's make it 5 minutes and one image to help set the scene for their talks. 5 minutes is hard to boil down something that you care very deeply about. And so that's the challenge that our speakers are coming to you to accomplish tonight. Every year we have a theme, and somebody was asking me in the back, like, what number EduTalk is this? And I honestly don't know. I think it's number 12. You'd think we'd do a better job keeping track of this, but we've been doing them ever since 2015 when I first came in, 2016 when I came in, and they've just been a great hit and a joy to put on. There was a little break during the pandemic, as you can imagine, but last year we kind of started them up again, and I think this is something that we're going to be doing forever, especially paired with Admitted Students Day. So our theme this year is Unleashing Creativity, which I think you can all agree with me, we need a lot of that right now. These are incredibly challenging, targeted, unkind times. What we need is a little bit more creativity, a little more love out there. And so we asked each speaker to come up with a 5-minute talk about what matters to them that is linked to this theme of unleashing creativity. Okay, I've got 3 requests for you before we start the show. The first is to please be kind to our speakers. They've been practicing. They've been rehearsing. We were here the other night and someone was going like 7 minutes and 30 seconds and just like, I gotta trim. These are not, they're not professional speakers. They are scholars, researchers, director, community leaders. They're everything but professional speaker on a big bright stage like this, which I have to tell you, it really does feel like a deer in headlights. Okay? So please be kind to them. They're doing their best. And if there's a little flub or something, just cheer them on, give them that love so that they know that you're rooting for them. Okay? The second request is to lean into their talks, right? Our goal here is to generate conversations that matter, unleashing our own creativity. Think about it that way. right? So pay attention to those talks that really draw you in, and think about what you would want to talk to the speaker about that came up in listening to them. And then the third request is really easy. Show them the highest compliment during the reception by going up to them and asking them your question, or whatever comment, whatever thing that got triggered for you in listening to them, because then they'll know you heard them and that there was a connection, and that you're going to be having a conversation. Okay? So those are my 3 requests. Speaking about reception, we have a great one for you, and it's going to be catered by That Brown Girl Cooks, right outside in the reception right afterwards. So I'll tell you, the talks go quick. It's 5 minutes times 10 talks. In the blink of an eye, we'll be done. But that's just the first part of tonight, right? The bigger part is what happens in the reception area when you're having those conversations, when you're buzzing with creativity that you've been inspired by our speakers tonight, okay? So enjoy the show. We're going to get started in a moment. Thank you for coming.